I know Chigs is in here recording this.
No Chid Smooth in here, right? So whatever you say,
you know, Chid gonna have everything up there.
Whatever you say, Chid's gonna be on YouTube with it, man.
Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Chigs, how many people are gonna respond to this Joe Budden Drake album review? And you guys are right, but I think this is the most important one we're gonna get so far because of the fact that Rory Mal has been around Joe, especially during the Drake era. Now, you guys all know everybody in the world has been weighing in on this album review. Even Stephen A. Smith touched on it yesterday, which I thought Stephen A. had a very, very good perspective. If you guys haven't watched his response to it, make sure you guys go check it out. Now, I was curious to see what Rory and Mal were gonna do with this topic. Do they just ignore it because it's Joe and they don't like speaking on Joe? Or do they talk about it and give a very, very honest take? Now, I'm gonna play this clip shortly for you guys, but make sure you guys go check out the full Rory and Mal episode on Spotify or anywhere you guys listen to podcasts. But looks like Mal is still keeping the same energy with Joe. He refuses to mention his name, even when his co-hosts Rory, Julian, and Damaris kept saying his name. Mal would only call him by dude. Not only that, but Mal revealed that Joe's take on Drake's album was personal. Here's what he said.
What did I think of it?
Yeah.
I think this is a product of Drake realizing or making it public that he doesn't fuck with dude because he know dude doesn't really fuck with him. It's a lot of personal shit there. Dude kind of shitted on Drake on the come up. I know at one point he wanted a verse. Dude kind of never sent the verse back and kind of shunned him off a little bit because he was still young in the game. And I think Drake is very, he's one of the guys where it's like, I'm going to remember everybody that didn't lend a hand.
For sure.
Or didn't extend a hand, or when I extended my hand, they didn't extend back on my come up. Because now I'm the big dog and everybody wants me to extend my. And another thing I see people saying is he was making music for like young people or making, I don't know what that means.
You're saying with Joe's comments, he's rapping for the children?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
He said, I want to hear adult Drake rapping for adult people. He's rapping for kids, the streams, the accolades. He's ain't trying to rap for me. And then he also did say, I accept that. But, you know.
I mean, again, I had a very similar take.
That's another thing.
Like,
if he didn't do that, y'all would say it's fucked up that he don't help none of the young artists. And he's been doing this.
I wouldn't hold that against Drake. Yeah,
I'm just saying a lot of people would though. If he was one of the older artists, he's considered one of the older artists, even though he's 36. If he didn't reach back and give verses to the 25-year-olds and the 28-year-olds, people like, yo, he don't fuck with none of the young dudes.
This just felt like something that was being harbored for quite some time.
Yeah, it was personal. It's personal, man. It's personal. It's personal. It's personal for a lot of reasons. It's personal, and I think that Drake, again, I think that he's been very. Drake is very observant. He hears everything. He sees everything. He may not always respond to everything, but he hears and he sees it. And obviously, in this situation, there's a lot more personal shit than people know.
Yeah, because what I don't think what Joe said was really that bad. I just felt like Drake said, "Oh, you finally said my name again."
It wasn't.
Now I could say everything that I've been wanting to say because they pretended to be friends during the pandemic and fake squash stuff.
Yeah, but this.
He's been harboring this because he didn't reply. He didn't reply in the raps, and you know he had a bunch to say.
Don't do that though.
After the 7 disses.
Because in that rant there was a lot of personal shots.
That's what I'm saying. He's been holding on to this and was like, oh, well, you think Joe gave personal shots?
Stop fucking 25-year-olds?
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Well, no, to be fair.
I didn't watch the whole Joe clip. I just watched like the one that went viral.
To be fair, Drake literally has a lyric in it, like he talked about fucking 25-year-olds.
Yeah, but dude can't be the one to tell Drake that.
Well, I think that was.
I agree, but
see, I think a lot of people agreed with Joe's take, but also were like, okay, but you were kind of the poster child of that.
You can't be the one.
But maybe that's the guy that should tell you to stop fucking 25-year-olds.
No.
He's been through it.
No.
He's trying to guide him through that.
No, because
don't do it. Look what happened to me.
No, because now you just talk. Now you just again. You trying to find a valid point to say why you wasn't feeling the art. You trying to connect it to the fact that I'm fucking 25-year-olds. Like, what does that have to do with the album I just put out?
Because it sounds like that's all the content is. Someone in their mid to late 30s fucking young chicks from Instagram.
Drake can't fuck 25-year-olds?
It's not about him fucking 25-years.
So that's stop right there. That's the point.
No.
So why even say that? Because that means nothing. What does that mean?
It's attached to balance.
If I'm asking for more mature
it's not.
music, if I'm asking for more mature, I'm not asking for more mature.
There's niggas that's giving you mature music, and guess how old the bitches are they fucking?
Probably 25.
That has nothing to, that's personal.
He's not wrong.
Listen to what I'm telling you. That's personal shit.
Yeah, that was a personal dig.
That's personal shit. And that's the only reason Drake responded the way he did.
Okay.
Because it's like,
I didn't look that deep into it.
I mean, you don't have to look deep into it. It's personal shit.
You don't think that, okay, that could be part of it, but you don't think that Drake was possibly offended by what Joe said because Drake respects Joe's musical opinion?
I don't think Drake respects Joe's musical opinion at all. I think he made that very clear.
Well, in this paragraph, for sure. I think at the time he did.
The bottom line,
he did. He made it a point in his younger years. He was there was obviously, since this moment happened.
If you rapped growing up in the 2000s, you looked at dude as one of those rappers that he really be saying some shit. He got flow, he can spit.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with saying that.
Of course,
and I think Drake will still say that. But we not gonna act like because I said that when I was fucking 24 that. Now it's like, yo, you can't say nothing to me because you was a fan of mine on the come up. Yeah, I was a fan of Pusha too. Said that on record. I was a fan of a lot of you dudes until I got skin in the game and I became who I am. And now you niggas start acting funny and you niggas start talking crazy about me and you niggas act like y'all fuck with me, but behind these doors with these women, y'all kicking my back in. Not saying that that's what this is here, but that's what happens. I'm the young corny kid from Toronto. Nobody ever expected me to blow up. Nobody ever expected I'd take over the game. I tried to get verses from these dudes on the come up. Nobody gave me a verse. A lot of niggas shitted on me.
I think Drake got to get out of that. I feel like that chip is still on his shoulder, and he gotta let that.
It's no. It's only on his shoulder. It's only on his shoulder.
A little easy.
It's only on his shoulder when you shoot at me on some personal shit. Because had this not that personal shit, again, you don't have to like the album. I'm not saying people gotta like it. But when you start giving your reason why you don't like it and now you adding personal shit to it, it's like, okay, so it's personal why you don't like my album. It has nothing to do with the songs. It's personal.
Now, I know some of you guys do not like Maul, but this was a very level-headed response from him. And funny enough, Joe actually said some of the same things. Somebody called him out last week saying, yo, no offense, but Joe telling Drake to stop fucking the 25-year-olds is absolutely wild. Joe responded and admitted saying, yo, I got a little carried away. The content should be mature a bit though, one day. So I don't think Maul's response about Joe came from a malicious place. Now, as far as Rory, he kept it very, very political. He refused to pick a side and said both guys were right. Here's what Rory said.
My point on this is going to sound sort of political. I think both are right. I think Joe has a right to his opinion about this project and Drake has the right to reply.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
And that should be able to exist within our media space because it exists in every other media space in the world.
Yeah, but so you got
both people. I don't think either of them are wrong here.
No, but again, it's just because it's personal. Yeah. It's a lot of history there, a lot of, little back and forths, and a lot of the same women friends involved, things like that. You know how that shit go, man. It's just so when I saw that, I knew that was happening. Before that, I knew that was gonna happen. I said, all right, it's gonna be a long reply. This is gonna be a long, drawn out thing. And again, like you said, two people can be right. But at the end of the day, you can't be mad at somebody sitting back watching people shit on them and not have a valid reason and then giving personal reasons of why they don't like something and don't expect that artist to respond.
Now, the one thing Maul did say that I do not agree with was at the beginning of the podcast when he was indirectly talking about Joe giving his hot take 3 hours after the album dropped. I think it's different when you're a podcaster. The album came out on Friday and they also recorded on Friday as well. Their fans would have been pissed off if they did not give any review or any hot takes about the album. Joe also said he would have another review after he gives it a couple more listens. But tell me what you guys think about this response from Rory and Maul. Post comments below, subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll see you guys later.